talking about chatty coworkers. You know, there's someone at your work that drives you crazy with their chatter, right? So how to deal with them coming up. You probably don't have any. I don't have any chatty coworkers. Sometimes we have to deal with them, right? Diane Gottsman is here. We're going to tell you how to identify that coworker, and then what do you do about it while keeping it professional. We've got some tips. We're going to break that down for you coming up. But, well, Diane Gottsman is our etiquette expert, and this morning she's joining us to talk about something that never happens here on San Antonio Living.
We did it for the first 10 minutes of the show.
How are you? It's good to see you.
I'm good. Nice seeing you.
What happened?
The boat got the best of me. I think it was the driver. I'm just saying. I'm not going to mention any names, Larrister.
Larry. All right, so you were injured, but we will take good care of you here.
Yes. So the first thing I asked is, can I sign it? And apparently it's bad etiquette. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't say it was bad etiquette.
Okay.
I said this is an ace bandage over the cast. So
we can figure out a way to sign it.
It's fracture. No more 4th of July. Remember last year I was in a cast on my foot?
Yeah,
it's
you have
boats
accident-prone problems.
And it's the boats and the drivers. I don't know, just saying.
All right, well, next time we'll drive. Okay, let's talk about the chatty coworker.
Oh, yeah.
This is funny. Diane was like, oh, I got a great topic for you guys next time. Let's talk about chatty coworkers. And we're like, we don't have any of those.
Yeah. So do you have anybody that you may be sitting next to that yells across the desk or the cubicle?
Yes.
Or you know what? I'm going to admit it. That's my coworker's pet peeve with me, my assistant Liz. I'm writing this up, and she's because I don't want to call on the telephone. I just want to yell through the door.
Oh, so you're
through the wall.
Coworker.
I'm an annoying coworker.
No,
yes.
I'm looking at all the lists here. I'm thinking, I do that, I do that, I do that.
And just don't assume that everybody is willing to talk. Do you just assume people want to talk to you?
Yes, I do that all morning long between like 7 and 9:30. Like, and guess what happened to me now?
How about a loud talker?
I know loud talkers.
Yeah. Or a gum chewer? Gum chewer?
I know a gum chewer.
I don't chew gum. I do chew gum a lot.
Do you pop?
No, but I only chew it right before the show, so I have good breath for you guys. So it's okay.
And we
You
appreciate it.
that. Yeah.
Okay, but do you click?
Yes,
I know someone who does that.
And I blow bubbles.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sorry, guys.
All right.
Sorry. This is interesting, too, on the list. Okay, someone who doesn't, an annoying chatty coworker, someone who doesn't silence their phone. That does drive me crazy.
My pet peeve, to hear through a wall, hope she's listening, or to hear somebody down, even, down the hallway with their text or their cell phone that's going off, but vibrating. That's just as annoying as a ring.
Well, sometimes I'll keep my conversation at the desk, and I'm like, you know what? They probably don't want to hear my conversation, so I'll get up and go.
Yeah,
so
well,
is that the better thing to do?
That's the better thing to do.
Okay.
Because
even if I feel like I'm really close to my coworkers,
we don't want to hear. It's a privacy issue.
Well, wait a minute. Sometimes I want to hear. Because it depends who you're talking to.
What if you're talking to a client, or you're on the phone with your doctor or your mother, and she's you don't want other people to hear your conversation.
Okay. What about someone who's inappropriate? Maybe chats about inappropriate things.
What they did over the weekend that maybe we should not know about. Really?
We totally do. We won't name them.
Okay.
But they know who they are.
They know exactly who they are. But that also kind of goes back to me. Like, I'm really close to my coworkers. Like, to me, my coworkers are my friends. They're some of my closest friends. And so I know I can really talk to them about that. But I guess I should wait until...
The problem, not really a problem, but friendship, work, and off duty, overlap. So you just have to remember where you are, and other people can hear what you're saying. Okay. And they may not want to know.
That, Alana.
Plus, you're kind of wasting time on the company dollars. So you have to think about that.
Whoops. All right, so if you've got one of these people with you at work, someone who is always thinking that you're ready to chat, someone who doesn't silence their phone, the loud talker, someone who talks about inappropriate things, stay tuned, because coming up next, we're going to tell you how to deal with them without offending them, without causing office drama. We've got all those answers in just a few minutes. More with Diane when we come back. Welcome back to San Antonio Living. Diane Gottsman is with us this morning talking about annoying coworkers, chatty coworkers. We all have them.
But you don't want to be mean.
We won't call them out.
Pipe down.
But you got to deal with it in some way. So how do we tell them, that they're overdoing it without offending them, really, is the question. And you've got some answers for us this morning. So let's get right to it. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so if your coworker is annoying the heck out of you, maybe they're too chatty, you say, number one, we got to speak up.
Just speak up, but kindly, because they may not even know they're annoying you. So just say something like, Sylvia, it's great to see you. You know, thanks so much for popping by. I've got to get back to work. That easy. They just don't know.
Okay.
Oh, I've done that before plenty of times.
But
and I had no idea I was doing it.
And it's not always that easy because they don't catch the hint.
Yeah.
So, but
maybe you
at
should do it again.
least speak up, you know, the first time. Yes, that's right.
Okay, well, on that note, what if they don't catch on? Maybe another alternative is saying, I'm working, lay off.
Alana, I love talking to you, and I always love your stories, but this isn't the best time. Why don't we meet in the lunchroom for lunch? Or maybe this afternoon after work for happy hour so I can hear all about these long stories that you tell me.
I'd love to come have a lunch with you.
So that's the alternative. Yes. That means that we have to go to lunch.
But then, that means you have to hear their story eventually, and you don't want to hear it.
True. This is true. Okay, but at least you're nice. You talk about it nicely. Okay, also you say don't encourage the conversation.
Which means don't say, so Shelley, where did you go on your vacation and what did you do? And did you see, you know, it's those open-ended questions rather than saying, okay, yeah, good. Now, that's rude, I know, but you just want to respond rather than continuing with asking more and more questions.
Okay.
So that's another way to gently curtail the conversation.
Okay.
Interesting. You know what? I try to do that, but I'm like, all right, But then they think I'm like really into it.
They're not getting it. Okay? Okay, so here's our next tip.
Okay, so don't give them your full attention. But I thought I wasn't.
This is me.
Okay, that's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do. Don't even go, Okay, so again, this is not to be unkind, but these are just little steps. So if you, for me, for example, in order to talk to the person across from me, I have to turn my back all the way around from my computer. That means I have to stop what I'm doing, look at them. So I just keep working. I just keep looking, nice to see you, do all the other things, da-da-da. It's all about the body language. You know, you're not pouring them a cup of tea, trying to be polite, offering them candy, you want some praise.
Have a seat. Yeah, let's talk some more.
Don't give them mixed messages.
Okay.
Something that we do, I'm going to spill the beans, whenever we're really busy, we put earphones in. Just because we just got to focus. And we just
that's one of our tips. It's coming.
Oh, sorry. I did not. I jumped the gun. I didn't see that there.
Alana.
I'm sorry.
Darn. Okay, what does this one mean? Stand up, but don't leave.
So many times you might Google annoying coworkers, how to work with annoying coworkers, and it says, go to the restroom, you know, get up and move. Well, I say, why should you?
Okay.
So you can get up, stand up, stretch a little bit, you know, put on your sweater if it's chilly, and kind of walk them closer to the door. Instead of having to leave and stop your creativity, say, okay, get up, take a little stretch, that's always good for us, and then say, you know, it's great seeing you. If you would excuse me, I'm going to have to get back to work. You have to be kindly proactive. If you have to leave completely to go someplace else to work, okay. But you shouldn't be run out of your own office.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry, I did jump that gun real good.
You're fired.
The last one is to wear earbuds. But I think if you all have like a mutual just like agreement or just know we're not trying to be rude, we just have things to get done, I think it's the best way to go.
Because here's the thing. I would take that as a sign of rudeness.
It's the universal code of silence. You know, just put your earbuds in.
But
not those big ones. You do?
Yes.
Well, but it's not rude if you see somebody with their earbuds working and then you walk in.
I guess.
You're only rude when you want to come in and break up that concentration. Unless you know them and you want to talk and they keep going. Earbuds in.
Oh, they have to
Alana! Walk in. But, okay, there's a difference with earbuds.
Okay.
Small little earbuds, like the ones we have with our phones, that's okay. Don't put the noise-canceling
we can't
earphones
wear
on
our Beats by Dr. Dre at work. We're like, hey.
Do you own a pair of Beats? Did not know this. Share those bad boys.
What about, okay, let me ask you this. If someone is really driving you nuts with their chatter, is it okay to go, you've gone to them already, can you go to the manager?
You've done all of the niceties.
Okay.
You really need to talk to your supervisor and say, listen, I don't want to make any waves, but I really do, I would like to move if there's ever an opportunity, another cubby, another desk opens. I would just like, you don't even have to call them out. Just say, I'm a little distracted with all of the noise and I really concentrate better. Okay. So, and, you know, finally just tell the truth. You just own it and say specifically, Alana, I love you.
Okay.
We are good friends, but you are distracting me. And you too, Shelley. You pop that gum, you smack. I'm real sorry. So I really need to concentrate. So would you mind just please please tone it down.
Okay.
So just tell the truth.
Be honest. Sometimes it's funny anyways.
I think I'd try that approach if you got to that point.
Yes.
You know, and they would understand. At least you'd hope so, right?
Now you know. So use these tips and don't let it go too far with that coworker. Thank you.
Shelley, you're distracting me.
We're in the right direction now.
You're all bugging me.
Diane Gottsman is our etiquette expert. You can find her at the Protocol School of Texas, PSOTX.com, DianeGottsman.com, or give her a call at 826